It was a crisp autumn afternoon in Atlanta. The streets hummed with the buzz of city life, cars, music from street performers, and footsteps echoing on the pavement. Steve Harvey, known for his sharp wit and even sharper suits, had just finished filming and stepped out of a local deli, laughing with his assistant. As they made their way to his car, Steve noticed a man sitting on the sidewalk. The man's worn military jacket and weathered face told a story of struggle. His sign, reading "Homeless Veteran," "Anything helps." "God bless," spoke of his hardship. The man, James Carter, looked up and asked, "Sir, can you spare $1?" Steve stopped, sensing something different about him. "$1?" Steve asked, his curiosity piqued. "Why just $1?" James shrugged, offering a small smile. "Just enough for a warm coffee," he said. Steve studied James's rough hands, holding the sign as if it was his anchor. Then, in typical Steve Harvey fashion, he chuckled. "Man, you're asking too little." Curious, a small crowd gathered. "What's your name?" Steve asked. "James Carter," the man replied. Steve crouched down, his tone serious. "If you could have anything right now, what would it be? Don't just say coffee." James paused, his gaze dropping to the ground. "A fresh start, a chance to get back on my feet," he finally said. "But that's not something $1 can buy." Steve nodded thoughtfully. "All right, let's get you that coffee first. After that, we're talking about this fresh start." James followed Steve to the car, unsure but hopeful. An hour later, they were sitting in a cozy restaurant. James dug into a hot meal while Steve listened intently as James shared his story. His service in the army, struggles with PTSD, and the difficulty of finding stability afterward. "You've already proven you're a fighter," Steve said, leaning forward, "but you can't let these setbacks define you. I can't fix everything, but I'll help you get started. And when you're back on your feet, you've got to promise me one thing. You'll help someone else." James nodded, a spark of hope in his eyes. Steve kept his word, using his network to connect James with veteran services, housing, and career counseling. But Steve didn't stop there. He invited James on his talk show, and the episode aired to millions, inspiring viewers across the country. Job offers poured in, and one particularly moving response came from a veteran construction company owner who offered James a job as a site supervisor. Months later, James returned to the show, transformed. He was now in a crisp suit, his demeanor confident. "I'll never forget what Steve did for me," James said. "He didn't just give me $1, he gave me a chance." As the show ended, James stepped outside, feeling fulfilled. He noticed a young man with a sign. "Don't give up, brother," James said, handing him a few bills. "There's still hope." And just like that, the cycle of kindness continued. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories. Your support means a lot to me. See you in the next video.